What is going on, fellow viewer? This is Steampunk J here, coming at you from my humble art studio. And welcome to another edition of Steampunk J's Reacts and Draws Hurricane Storm Tracker. We are looking into game number 33 back on home ice. My home Carolina hockey is back in home turf. Now, for those of you that are just new to this channel, I welcome you. I do not apologize for that loud, bombastic open. That's just how I am. I have to get this energy out of my system before I go any further. Now, let me tell you all something. Let me tell you something that has been just brewing up in my heart this morning that I just had to say to my fellow artists and art fans out there. And this is coming from the heart here. So I know we'll talk about the game, but let me just tell you something before I go into it. It all ties together. The sport of hockey is a beautiful sport. It's a beautiful thing. And the reason why hockey is such an amazing sport is because, one, it's played on a sheet of ice. Two, the hockey players look amazing when they got their helmet, they got their jerseys, and they got their hockey sticks as weapons out there. And just that it's such a fast-paced sport. Anything can happen within 20 minutes of each 3 periods right here. And the fact that a game can go one way in a few minutes and then another way in another few minutes, or within a matter of split seconds, it is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing that has been put on this planet. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, because, you know, sports in general, it has its purpose. Not only for the people actually playing the sport, but it's also good for us fans watching it as well. For the players, they're getting their paychecks. They're out there getting their good exercise in. I mean, you have to be extremely fit and you have to be extremely good in order for you to play the sport or any sport in general. But for the casual viewer that is watching this, consider the time that we are in right now. The COVID is still rampant in that time period, 2020 to 2021. And for a while, hockey was almost not going to happen, as well as any other sport. When sports in general was taken away to make sure that everyone was safe, and because they had no idea how to respond during this time period that we were in, all people can do is focus on the negative. All people can do is focus on real world issues, politics, the current disease that's going around in this world, and the pandemic. I mean, it is horrible. That is all people can talk about because they got nothing else to talk about. And even during these times, they couldn't even go outside and play their favorite sport, you know? It is heartbreaking to see like all this negativity just brewing around. And then when hockey made an attempt to come back, we are going to crown a champion by the end of 2021. Despite the fact that we were living in uncertain times, I have to tell you, I applaud the NHL for even though that people would still debate whether what they were doing is the right thing or not, they made an attempt to bring the sport that we love back, to put the hockey players back on the ice so that they could give us something good. Because what's going on is that in sports in general, sports puts us into the heat of the game. It puts us in the moments where we are cheering for our favorite team, and it just takes us away from all the problems that are going on. And of course, when I think about game number 33 and the fact that the Hurricanes won, it just made me realize that hockey and sports in general, it just takes us away from all the distractions. People only focus on the game. People only focus on the teams. People focus on their favorite players, their goalies, certain moments that happen in the game. And people, just for like a good 60 minutes or to an hour, they forget about all the things that are going on the outside. And that's why we have to thank sports for that. So for hockey in general, this is a very beautiful sport. I have to get that out of my chest before I go on. So game number 33, what I do is that I go and watch the Hurricanes, my favorite hockey team, as they go and they play a game, and for every game that they play, I go and do a drawing based off of it. So game number 33, drawing number 33, here we go. This game took place on March 27th in 2021. We're playing back in Carolina on our home turf. It's Black Jersey night, and we're going up against the Tampa Bay Lightning, last year's champions. And yeah, let's see how this thing goes, because you know, when a team like that who has won the Stanley Cup last year, they are gonna do whatever it takes to just try to just to try to let the NHL world know that they're still the dominant force. So let's see if the Hurricanes can humble the Lightning tonight. So we put our goalie in, number 47, James Reimer, into the net, and then in the beginning of the first period, the Lightning score. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. So yeah, and then a few minutes later, into this first period, again the Lightning score again, 2-0, and I'm like, oh no, the Lightning, oh God, Hurricanes, man, you gotta do something, man, because this is, oh my gosh, so the 2-0 lead. What a, we'll see how it goes. Okay, now in this game, I'm going to bring up Nemesis. Nemesis is going to be the focal point throughout this entire video right here, because Nemesis, Marty Nemesis for the Hurricanes, number 88, scores a goal. Well, let's put it this way. I want to say Nemesis scores a goal, but Nemesis is trying. He is trying his best to try to be the top scorer for the Hurricanes, but he makes a shot, but no dice. I know I built up the hype that, you know, Nietzsche scored a goal, the Hurricanes scored a goal, but no. Yeah. But you have to give props to Nietzsche, because he is fighting with all his might out there to try to get at least a point for the Hurricanes. But still, after first period, the score is still 2-0. And then we go into second period. Second period, let's say this right here. Second period is when we start getting a heartbeat back for the Hurricanes, because Paquette scores for the Hurricanes. Now we are in the game, 2-1. And of course, this is something interesting. We learned from the announcers that even though Paquette plays for the Hurricanes, he used to be a former Tampa Bay Lightning. So ain't that something right here? A former Lightning scoring on his own team. So isn't that something? So you know what they say? I would feel conflicted if I got traded to another team and I happened to score a goal on my own team. But, you know, that's life, you know. One team is paying you more money than the other, so let's see how you do. And then let's talk about this particular goal right here, because the Hurricanes score again by Sebastian Aho. But Aho could not have scored the goal if it wasn't for Nino Reiner helping him set up. And that setup was beautiful. So it was Nino Reiner, and Aho. They have one defender to get through and one goalie to get the puck pass. So Nino makes a beautiful pass to Nino Reiner. And of course, I was thinking if I was Nino Reiner, I would have shot the puck and gave it a chance. However, when you see Aho, who is not flanked by anybody, no defender is bothering him, and he has a clear shot at one side of the net that is wide open, he makes the most selfless move right here, makes a pass to Sebastian Aho, and Aho just makes such a beautiful goal. It looks like a ping pong ball, like a tic-tac-toe, as one of the announcers says, from Nietzsche to Nino Reiner to Aho, and then into the net. This is what you call teamwork. This is what you call being selfless out there, because you know that you are down by 1 point and you need to tie this game right here. So those three right here, even though Aho gets the main point, all three of them definitely made themselves the spotlight in this game when it comes to tying up the game. So 2-2. And then my boy Nietzsche's, when the Hurricanes find themselves in a power play situation, Nietzsche scores a power play goal, and that puts us in the lead. That puts us in the lead of the game, 3-2. And I'm thinking, my boys, hold the momentum. We're in the lead. We're going into third period. Let's see what we can do. And then we go into third period, and the Lightning ties up the game. The Lightning does like a creep up goal where basically if you leave a Lightning player alone, he's gonna score. And lo and behold, like, you know, he creeps up on the goalie, and I'm thinking, where is the defending team when you need them? And he just goes and scores, tying up the game 3-3. So this is a pretty intense game so far. And all we need is for the Hurricanes to just bring up the intensity, because we cannot let this game go, especially up against the last year's Stanley Cup champion. So we need to silence this team, put them down right now. We need to humble them, saying that we are the biggest storm surge here in this arena. And lo and behold, Marty Nietzsche's, when we get put on another power play situation, Marty Nietzsche scores! Marty Nietzsche's on a power play goal, scores one for the Hurricanes, and oh my goodness gracious, that is all she wrote. The Hurricanes 4-3 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning on our home turf, black jersey night. My boy James Ramier, even though 3 pucks manages to get past his net, he still held up for the Hurricanes right here. So my team, woo! Man, I gotta wrap this thing up, because I think that little a speech that I gave in the beginning is just gonna be like, you know, woo! So after this game, I was just like, you know, I feel so good. I went into this drawing right here. It's just splendid right here. Just a perfect reaction of this game right here. Game number 33. And now we're going to go into game 34 in the next video, if you care to stick around and just stick around for the next video. But I thank you so much for listening to me out. And thank you so much for watching me just do this beautiful drawing. All thanks to game number 33, Carolina Hurricanes Storm Tracker. Here we go. The winning streak is back on. Let's hold out, guys. Let us hold out. So hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the drawing that I made, then don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. And also, if you want to see me react to more games in the future, then don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content and hit that notification bell to always stay notified. To all my fellow artists and art fans out there, this is the spectacular Steampunk J. And always remember to keep on drawing.